welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a foundation. Yes, another foundation. So this is the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. So it's not new, it's just been redesigned. They just changed the packaging, but it's pretty much the same thing. And I love me some Bobbi Brown. She has my favorite complexion products, so I had to try it out. This is for sure going to be my last foundation review because of the year of 2019, because I have way too many. So I am done. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a demo, my overall thoughts, and I'm also gonna do a wear test so you guys can see how the foundation holds up. And with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Alrighty, you guys, so before we get into the application, I really quickly want to touch up on the foundation. So this one comes in 22 shades. I got the shade Golden. Now it's not my perfect match, but it works. My perfect match, I used the shade Golden Honey, also from Bobbi Brown, in the skin foundation. But for summertime, when I get a tan, I like to mix it in a little bit with Golden. So I know that this one's not going to be a problem. They just didn't have my perfect match for this formula. So it does have SPF 40, which I'm really happy about. Even though SPF in foundations or in makeup doesn't really matter, because in order to get the actual percentage of the SPF, you will have to apply a whole bunch of foundations, which sounds ridiculous. But I mean, it's a plus. I would still recommend that you use a sunscreen aside from the foundation. So this claims to be an anti-aging foundation, so it's great for mature skin. It has a luminous finish. It's supposed to be good for normal to dry skin types. It has medium coverage. What else? I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head. It does come with a pump. So if you guys look at the original foundation, it had a dropper, and a lot of people complained because it was very messy. And I don't think foundation should have a dropper applicator because air gets in there and it contaminates the foundation. So I'm glad they added the pump. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. It just claims to be very brightening, smoothing. So you guys are going to get to see the application now. And at the end, I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. And also, you guys will see the wear test. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by prepping my skin. So I'm gonna use the Watermelon Glow Mist by Glow Recipe. This is just great to just refreshing your skin. For primer, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. I really enjoy this primer because it feels like a moisturizer. And I don't really care for primers that are meant to mattify or fill in pores. I like more of a primer that's gonna give me like moisture so that my foundation glides on really well. Alrighty, so I'm gonna grab the foundation. This is the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 40. I got the shade Golden. This is not my perfect match. Usually for Bobbi Brown, I have it right here. Where is it? This is Golden Honey 5.75. This is my perfect match, but for this foundation they don't have it in this shade, so we're just gonna make it work. Just gonna shake this up really quickly, and I'm gonna do one pump, just one pump, just to see how much coverage it has. I'm gonna use my Morphe M439 brush, and we're just gonna go in. So that was one pump, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one more pump. Alright, and then whatever's left on the brush is what I'm going to pretty much apply on my forehead. You guys know the drill. Not a big fan of applying foundation on my forehead just because I find that it's unnecessary. I apply bronzer. I don't feel like I need coverage here, even though I have a couple of scars. I could care less, you know what I mean? Like, you're still gonna see them. I like to go more for that natural type of look anyway. So I'm gonna grab the Real Technique sponge. I like to press in the sponge after using the brush just because I feel like it really gets rid of any like foundation that might have not been blended properly. And this is how you really prevent that cakey look. So for concealer, this is the NARS Radiant Creamy in the shade Medium Dark 1.5 Sucre Diorge. I don't know how to pronounce that. I haven't used this bad boy in a little minute. So I'm gonna grab my favorite airbrush powder by Charlotte Tilbury, MAC 133, I believe. Alright, so I'm gonna cream contour with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. I haven't used this bad boy in a little while. I like to warm it up on the back of my hand and then just using the Sephora number 50. I think this is the number 56 brush. Just gonna apply this. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Becca Ipanema Sun and my 140 brush from MAC. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I don't swipe my bronzer because I find that I get like this blotchy, patchy kind of look. So I like to press it in. It just looks better in my opinion. It works for me. It doesn't move my foundation around because I don't set my foundation. So it makes it a lot easier for me to do it this way. So for blush, I'm gonna mix the NARS. This is the liquid blush in the color Torrid, and the KEVYN Glass Glow Face. This is just like an illuminator in this shade Spectrum Bronze. So just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand of the Torrid blush and then a little bit of the KEVYN illuminator. I'm just gonna mix them. That's what I end up with. I'm just gonna grab a brush. This is Sephora number 55. Yeah, it's very lightly. I'm just gonna stipple this on the apples of my cheeks. Gonna spray my face with some Fix Plus. Alright, I'm gonna grab my 137 brush from MAC and the Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm just gonna pop this on the apples of my cheeks. I don't really like to apply highlights on my cheekbones or on the highest points of my cheekbones as much as I used to. I feel like I like the look right here better. It kind of makes my I don't know how to explain it. It kind of makes me look like I have like high cheekbones. You see that? You see that? Compared to this, like, I don't know, it just does something and I love it. Alright you guys, so I quickly curl my lashes and then I apply some mascara. This is the Benefit Real Mascara, one of my faves. For lips, I'm gonna line them with the Carly Bible Il Maquillage. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is in the shade Luna. Alright, and I'm also gonna grab the Carly Bible lipstick. This one's in the shade Libra. It's crazy because I've had her little, like, you know, lip combo or whatever since it came out and I have not even used it. It's ridiculous. So yeah. All right, and I'm gonna use the gloss as well. This one's in the shade Star Child. Star Child. Ooh. That's cute. But I want something a little bit more brown tone. So this is the Kylie Jenner Exposed Lip Gloss. But this gloss is everything. Just grabbing Chestnut pencil by MAC real quick because I want more definition. Alrighty, so I'm gonna finish up with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I went with something very simple today just because I'm not going anywhere, first of all. And second, I just really wanted to see how the foundation performs. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see up close. Excuse my skin, it's going through it, but so you guys can get like a good look at how the foundation looks on my skin. Alrighty you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a wear test so you guys can see how the foundation holds up and everything. It is currently, I'm looking at the oven clock, 9:50. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do what I gotta do, eat, excuse my son in the background, you guys know how it is, and then I'll be back in like 3 hours just to do the first check-in, and then after that I'll do another check-in around the 7th hour or so, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty my love, so I'm back for the first check-in. It is currently 1:29, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see how the foundation looks up close. So far so good. I feel like, you know, I'm not oily, like don't get me wrong, I'm glowing certain areas of my face due to the highlight, but other than that, like my nose is not shiny, my forehead, you know, it's a little bit, you know, but that's normal for me because I forgot to mention I have dry combination dehydrated skin, so I'm oily my T-zone. My cheeks are very dehydrated, and then around my mouth I'm super dry, so it's like a combination of everything, and usually I get very oily in my T-zone, but it's looking pretty good so far. So I'm gonna be back in another 3 hours or so, just for the final like thoughts on the foundation, and I'll see you guys later. Alrighty my loves, so I'm back for the last check-in, and it is now 4:38. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see how the foundation held up. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into the claims of the foundation so I can give you guys my overall thoughts. So basically this claimed to be medium coverage, and I agree, it's very lightweight. I don't even feel it on my skin. This is gonna be perfect for like every day, going to work, school. It's definitely buildable, but it's not gonna give you full coverage. I do think that you should use your fingers or your or a brush to apply this instead of a sponge, just so that it doesn't soak up a lot of the product. But other than that, it's super lightweight. It helps to even out the skin tone. It is gorgeous. It also claimed to have a luminous finish, and I agree as well. It's luminous but not excessive. It's more of like a glow from within. It's not super like dewy. So it's great for those of you who have normal to dry skin types. If you want that extra like moisture, that extra glow, you have oily skin, I don't think this is the best option. I mean, you can always touch up throughout the day, use a mattifying primer, a powder, setting spray, all that stuff, but you do have to expect some sort of shining oil to come throughout you know, wearing this foundation. This also claimed to be like brightening and smoothing, and I agree. I have a lot of dry patches around this area just because I've been breaking out, and I've been using like a lot of like salicylic acid, and it's been drying out my skin so horribly, and I didn't find the foundation to cling on to that. If anything, it kind of moisturized it, so I was really happy about that. It did not separate, it did not feel cakey, it didn't crease on my smile lines. At least I don't feel like it did. Just real quick, just to compare both of these, the difference is this one has a higher SPF, this one's way more affordable. This one's the consistency is more liquidy, more runny. This one's more of like a serum, more like a gel texture. This one has anti-aging benefits, of course, and in terms of the coverage, they're both medium coverage, so I'm not too sure. I have to continue to play with this one, and I'll let you guys know in a future video which one I prefer out of the two. But I'm obsessed, and again, if I didn't mention, this is great for those of you who have mature skin, if you have a lot of fine lines, if you have a lot of texture on your skin, if you are lacking moisture, please try this. It is beautiful. I'm really obsessed right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check the description box below for all the product information. Check me out on Instagram, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, beauties.